Hey everyone, John here, and welcome back to the Toy Box. Today it's Nanoblock time. So I have a Pokemon Nanoblock set here. It's going to be Mewtwo. So 2016 is the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, and I just got done reviewing and unboxing the Mew products. So I figured the best Nanoblock set to build right now would be Mewtwo, the Pokemon that was built and specifically engineered from Mew. So go ahead and sit back, relax, and let's start building this together. Alright, so let's get started with this set. So let's go ahead and open the package. And I like the Nanoblocks packages because they're Ziploc. So you can keep your pieces inside. So, it looks like I have bag number 1. And bag number 2, bag number 3, and bag number 4. And I have a set of instructions. So Nanoblocks always get built layer by layer, so we're going to go ahead and follow these steps. So let's open out all the packages. And for those of you who are newer to Nanoblocks, these are kind of like Legos, but they're a lot smaller. In fact, most of them are the same pieces. Bag number 2. Alright, now all the pieces are laid out. Let's get started with the build. Okay. Step 1. Yeah, we need this, 2 of these crosses, 2 squares, 2 white squares, 3 purple 3x1, 2 purple 3x1s, these ones right here. 2 white 3x1s, and 2 of the small 1x2s. Everything right here. And let's build the 2 layers. So if this is right here, here, this is layer number 1. And on top of that goes layer number 2. So we will put this here, this here. Another piece over here. And stick these pieces on top. See, the hard part about nano blocks is you have to make sure the pieces line up together. If not, some pieces will not fit. So you have to make sure that they line up just like this on the side. And this, is it lined up? This is step 1. So we have 2 layers. It's very loose, so we got to be careful. So step 1. Step number 2. I need 3x2 purple. Another cross of purple. It looks like a Tetris piece. These really do look like Tetris pieces, so this is going to be a purple Tetris piece. A purple, 2 purple 3x1s. So let me find them here. 1, 2. A purple 1x2. 2 white 3x2s. 4 white 1x2s. Whoops. 4. And 2 1x1s. And these are the smallest of the nano block pieces. The 1x1 can't get any smaller than that. And I think I should be corrected. I don't think these are totally white because there are some white pieces. These are kind of gray. So let's put together the first layer. So we start here in the corners. With a purple piece, with a gray piece, another gray piece. Another gray one right here. So let's jump to the middle. This one, uh-oh. I've got a break. You're going to get a lot of breaks when you play with nano blocks. So you just got to be careful. So this one goes over here. If you get a break, then just put it down on the table and try and regain your structure right here. What I'm doing is I'm using the table to push it down a little bit, not too hard, because some of the pieces that are on the bottom here might fall. So you definitely don't want that. So I have this one. Another piece right here. And a 1x1 right on the corner over here. And a big piece, this big piece right here, is going to go in the middle. Another piece on the the left, another one on the right, one on the back, and then lastly we have two pieces coming over here. I think I actually did this wrong, so let me go ahead and correct that. Go here, put this piece over here. And put this onto the side. And now for the same on the other side. So put the blocks right here. And we end with another layer built. So here is the finished step 2. So, step number 3, we need a purple 4x1, 2 purple 3x2s, 4 purple Tetris pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 purple 3x1, 2 purple 1x2s, 3 white or gray 3x2s right here, 2 smaller Tetris pieces for the grays, and 4 1x2s gray. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's start building step 3. So first of all, we start that piece right here. We'll start the layer right here in the middle, and let's put the two Tetris pieces around it right here. There we go. 2 pieces right next to it. Oh, I actually made another mistake. So let's take this apart real fast. Sometimes taking these pieces out are a little harder than you want it to be, but there we go. That's 1. That's 2. Okay, mistake corrected. And this one was back here, if you remember. Okay, so starting step 3 again. We put the 3x2 here first, with the other 2 3x2s next to it. Seems a lot more structurally sound there. And we use the Tetris pieces here in the back. There we go. We have one in here with just a little hole in the middle. And we have 1, 2. That's layer number 1, so now layer number 2. So we have this piece on top. Now we put the Tetris pieces around it. There we go. And 2 pieces right beside those. And in the back, we have another 3x2 and another Tetris piece right back here. Now one more layer on top of that. We have this layer here, we'll have 3x2 on top. And the last layer we get, or I guess we're starting the tail, the last layer we get is right here. So this is the completed step 3. Step number 4. We need 2 of the purple 3x2s, 1 3x1, 2 of the gray 4x1s, and 1 gray 1x2. So the first thing we do is we put together the top layer. So right in the center, we're going to put this little piece. And right beside goes the 4x1s. And there it is. And we're going to continue the tail. So what we do is we connect these 2 pieces together. We put them together like this, and we stick it directly on top like this. So this is completed step number 4. Step number 5. So we need 2 of the 4x1s, which are right here. 2 of the gray Tetris pieces. Here we go. And 2 of these smaller corner Tetris pieces. So it looks like we're going to build the 2 arms now. So let's start putting them together. We're going to put them together like this. Put them together. This one goes into the center. So this is one arm. And then we have a second. A second arm. And this goes right on top just like this. So here we go. This is the completed step 5. you can start seeing the arms take shape. Step number 6. We need 2 gray 3x2s, 2 gray 3x1s, 2 gray 1x2s, and 3 gray 1x1s. So these are the smallest of the small. So let's get started. So now we're going to be putting these pieces together like this. So we have one right here, and we have a second one right here. I guess these are going to be part of the arms as well, I think. I'm not sure at this point. And we have another piece being built. Put a little 1x1 on this 3x1, and we get this. So how they fit in here. Looks like we put these pieces directly on here. Just be careful that we don't knock off the balance of the others. So we have that. Now let's put this piece here for the balance. One piece here in the back. Another one right here in the back. One more piece right here. So far so good. And this piece goes right in the back. So here we go. I guess this is going to be part of Mewtwo's head now. I guess it wasn't really his arms. So we're done with, looks like we're done with his arms. But now we're getting started on the head right here. This is a completed step 6. Step number 7. We need 3 gray 4x1s. 3 gray 3x2s. 1 gray 2x2. 2 gray corner Tetris pieces, and 2 gray 1x1s. Alright, now the first part looks easy enough, so let's get started. We put the pieces right here. That's one. We put a piece right 1x1 here. 2, 3. So there's this. And now we need to start this area. So this is the part where you need to be careful with, because you can really start breaking the structure. So we need the one piece right here. First little hook in the back. Then we start off another layer here. Then we build these two around it. These two around it. We put this one right here. One more right next to it. And at the very end, on this tip, we put this piece. And we have we have completed step number 7. Mewtwo's really beginning to come into shape now. So step number 8, we need 4 gray 3x2s. 3 gray 1x3s. 2 gray corner pieces. 5 1x2s. Gray. Now we have a darker gray. We need 2 of the really dark gray 1x2s right here. 2 black 1x1s right here. And 2 white 1x1s right here. Those are really hard to see on the camera. Okay. So let's start with the first layer. So the first layer, we start right at the edge. Like this. Like that. And then we have the black pieces here. These are going to be Mewtwo's eyes, I am pretty sure. Okay. So now we put them here. And now we close a little gap for Mewtwo's hook in the back. So that, you can see that took shape. And now we do the second step. Do the second step right here. These white pieces go to the side right here. And then we have the back of the layer, which brings together everything here. And then lastly, the end of the layer. So this is the whole layer. And this is a completed step 8. Looks like Mewtwo's having brain surgery, don't you think? Sorry. Step number 9. So we need 3 gray 3x2s. 3 gray 1x3s. 4 gray 2x2s, or 3 gray 2x2s. 4 of the gray corner pieces, 1 gray 1x2, and 2 of the white 1x1s. So let's get started. Step 9. So first, to start off the layer, we'll start with the front. 3x1 goes here. There's a gray piece. And there's another piece right here. The 2 whites will go right next to each other. Two whites. Then we have 2 grays going to the side here. And then this one right here. This one goes next to it. And then finally, the one in the back. So that's layer number 1. Now layer number 2, we're going to step back a little bit on this layer. So we go here. These Tetris pieces are going to go back to back on each other right here. And then we have these pieces over here. And there we go. A completed step number 9. There we go. Mewtwo's definitely taking more shape. Fell right in his face there. So step number 10. We need 2 of the 3x2, the gray 3x2s, 1 of the Tetris, gray Tetris pieces, 2 gray 3x1s, 2 gray 2x2s, and 4 gray corner pieces. Here we go. Okay. First layer. We start off here in the front again. Put this one here. Then we cover. We're going to start covering in the head. So we put this one here and this one right in back. So we have 2. And right between these 2 pieces, we put these corner pieces here. That's layer number 1. So now layer number 2, we're finishing off the top of the head, so we put this here. Now the Tetris piece goes right directly in back. Like that. We have the 2 corner pieces going to the corner right here. And the last step on the head is we have Mewtwo's 2 ears. So this is a completed step number 10. What do you think? So Mewtwo has pretty much taken shape. And now we have one last step. Step number 11. We need 2 gray 2x2s and 2 gray 1x1s. So we're going to be making Mewtwo's feet. So we make them like, we put them together like this. So we have the feet like that. And we turn around to the bottom and we connect them towards the back. Towards the back right here. So here's one. And here is the other. And that is the end of step number 11. So we've completed all the steps. Let's take a look. And just whenever we work with nanoblocks, sometimes you have loose connections. Like if you look over here, some of my connections are a little loose. So I can try to fix them. That's just how it is when you work with blocks this small. And you just gotta be careful. This tail might be a little fragile, so just gotta make sure everything's taken care of. But it looks pretty good. This is a completed Mewtwo. He has movable arms. You can't really move his head or anything like that, so it's just the arms that are a bit posable. And the details are pretty good. We have the little crest back here, tail, and of course his eyes. Looks like a powerful Pokemon. What do you guys think? And here it is. Again. Let's just go a little closer up to Mewtwo. And this is a finished Mewtwo Nanoblocks. Well, this has been a Pokemon Nanoblock build for Mewtwo, one of the first legendary Pokemon. I really hope you enjoyed this video. What did you think about the build? And what do you think about Mewtwo and the set? I like this set a lot, and I look forward to building the other Pokemon Nanoblock sets. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Make sure you check us out on Instagram. Rate, subscribe, and don't stop playing.